Alright, hello. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to get logged on to Blackboard. This is for the flipped class, for whatever teacher you have, and really whatever school you're from. It's all going to be the same presentation, same walkthrough. So here we are. Now, this is the district website, rjuhsd.us. If you go there, you can get linked to any of the schools, whatever school your student is at. You can get logged onto Blackboard through any of those, or even actually just from the district website itself. On any of those school websites, I believe any of them, there will be a button that says eSchool Resources. You can go there, or even under the student resources, staff resources, any of these. What we're looking for is Blackboard. So eSchool Resources. Here's probably what I think is the most convenient way, because it's also the way you would get to HomeLink. HomeLink, in case you're not sure, is where you can look up your students, where you can look up your child's grades, how they're doing each of their classes, and that's all online available for you. But again, we're looking at Blackboard right now, and all of our videos for the flipped classroom are going to be linked in through Blackboard. So let's go ahead and make sure you guys can get logged in. So Blackboard, I'm going to click on this link here. Your username is going to be first.last, and then the password will be your child's student ID number, like the number they use in the lunch line if they are getting lunch at school. That's usually the way the students are most familiar with it, but it's their student ID number is going to be the password. So again, first.last, first period last. Mine's a little bit different, being a teacher here. But that's what they'll do to log in. Now, once you log in, you'll see a screen similar to this, and it might look a little bit different depending on if your child has logged in before, all those type of things. But what we're looking at is somewhere on that page is going to be a button that says Browse Class Catalog. In case it happens to be minimized and you just see Class Catalog, open that up with a button that looks just like that, the expand. And you're going to click on Browse Class Catalog. Alright, inside here, we're going to look for the class, and personally I think that the easiest way to find it is switching it to Teacher. Now, whatever teacher your student has, you're going to put in their name, and so mine is Fletcher. But if whatever the teacher's name is, this is the process you would go through to add their class, and click Go. Now in there will be all the different classes that teacher teaches, and it sometimes can be a little bit confusing. What we're actually looking for isn't the blue hyperlinks here. We're looking for the specific class that you want to add, and these little double arrows right here. So find the class that you're trying to add, click the double arrows, and it will open up an option that says Enroll. And go ahead and click on that. In here it will make sure one more time before you actually roll that this is the class that you want to get into. And then click Submit. Once on this page, it's just telling you that it's been successful or not, and lastly, click OK. Now that will bring you directly to the class, but I'm going to back out for just a second to show you what you'll see next time you log in. Now that class has been enrolled, when you come to log into Blackboard, you'll see the class list, and now that class, so we just added Honors Pre-Calc, that class is now there for me to click on once I log in, and again it brings us back to the actual class page. So to get there, you'll go to Classes and click on the specific class now that you're enrolled. Alright, so for each teacher, the way they'll have their Blackboard class page set up will be a little bit different. Specifically for my classes, I have a button that says Class Files, and that's where I've linked all of the class notes and the videos for the flipped class. So for example, if we're looking at Unit 1, so what I did right there is clicked on Class Files, and now we're looking up at Unit 1. And it's all broken down into folders that you can look through. I'm going to click on Unit 1. And in class, for me personally, and the teachers might do this slightly differently depending on who your teacher is, but I personally will have given out the blank notes for a unit at the beginning of that unit, beginning of that chapter. And in here are going to be the blank notes themselves just in case a student lost them. So here's the notes for 1-1, for example. But the notes will be there. They can download them right there. And then the videos for, it's the lectures for the class. So the way the flipped classroom works is that the students are going to, on their own at home, the flipped model, just in its very basic essence, is that they're going to watch the lectures that they would normally get in class at home, where they can do that at their own pace. If they're having questions or it's going too quickly, you want to pause that, just like this video, as you're going through it. If there's any part that you need to rewatch, or if it's going too quickly, you'll pause it and rewatch it until it makes sense to you. Now, if there's a concept that as we're going through the lesson, the students are going through a math lesson and it's not making sense, even after pausing and rewinding, that's something that they're going to want to take notes, write down a question to ask the following day in class. The way that the flipped classroom works, it gives students just much more time to ask deeper level questions. They've kind of got that introduction to the concept, getting some time to practice it. But now, once we get these more complicated questions that normally would be done as homework and students on their own, now we're able to do those in class and really help students' depth of knowledge increase. So here's an example of a video. And again, this is from just the first notes here. They're all links directly to YouTube videos. And this video itself happens to be, I'm not sure if you can hear me on the recording right now, but it's just going along. And so right now this is doing the first problem. And you'll watch, I'll let this run for just a moment. You can see kind of what it looks like. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and pause it there. But that's just an example of what your child is going to do. That rather than doing this in class, letting students do it on their own, and then really giving them that additional help in the classroom. And just to be upfront about it, there can be a little bit of a growing pain going through and switching over to this the flipped classroom model from the traditional model. But just consistently, we're seeing more and more students getting to deeper levels, and really at the end of the course being very thankful that they are getting this this type of instruction. So that's going to be it for this video. In the next video, we'll go through some of the other tools that the class will be using, such as Dropbox and GeoGebra. And we'll see you in the next few videos. All right, thank you very much.